Welcome. I'm Elinor Silverstein, and I'm here to introduce Linda Tellington-Jones. And we are doing a wonderful and new kind of book club. And the title of this book club is Linda Tellington-Jones's Book Club, A Time for Sharing and Inspiring. And I'd like to welcome Linda in what she would like to discuss as to what we're going to do with books. Welcome, Linda.
Well, it's such a pleasure to be here because Elinor and I have been talking about doing this for quite some time. I have chosen, actually, with Elinor, a book called Oxytocin, the hormone for hope, for healing and hope. And I first became interested in oxytocin thanks to this book written by my sister Robin Hood on All Wrapped Up. It's about the body wraps that we use as a part of our Tellington-T-Touch work for both humans and for animals. And on page 57 is a statement written by Robin Bernhardt, who has been doing a great deal of research on this, that just totally inspired me. She writes, a study designed to explore the benefits of massage was expected to demonstrate that massage supports the immune system by boosting the body's level of oxytocin, quote, the trust hormone, unquote, and thereby indirectly reducing the body's secretion of cortisol, quote, the stress hormone, unquote. Both groups in this study, funded by the U.S. government's National Center for Complementary and Alternative Medicine, showed an increase of oxytocin. But the people in the control group who received light touch actually produced more oxytocin and therefore less cortisol than the people in the deep touch group. This news was very interesting since all the Tellington-T-Touch falls into the category of light touch. This sent me on a search to Amazon to see, okay, what other books are written about oxytocin? And the first one that I came onto was a book by Dr. Paul Stoller, and it's called, I'll show you on my iPad. There's the title. And it's stated how oxytocin is quietly revolutionizing the treatment of addictions, autism, sexual dysfunction, cancer, and acute grief, a doctor's moving firsthand account. This is the book that Elinor and I are recommending we start with, and Elinor is doing a very exciting study herself right now with USC on oxytocin. So let's get started. We're suggesting that you read this book, and what I do, and one of the reasons that I love my iPad is that I can underline. And so I go through and underline, and I'm going to be bringing some of these. This is what it looks like in underlining. And you can just scroll down, and instead of like my old-fashioned way that I used to do when I read a book and underline and I have to look through the whole book, I can scroll down and I can see all my underlines in a minute. And what started me on this is this quote from Dr. Stoller. My knowledge of using oxytocin in the treatment of grief is firsthand. In 2007, my beloved 16-year-old son, Galen, was killed in a train accident, sending me into a chasm of what I came to view as pathological grief. And he goes on to say how oxytocin changed that for him. And we're really excited about sharing this with you and sharing all of the thoughts that we have, because this concept of depression and our lifestyle the way it is today is it's time for us to support each other and share our thoughts and share our hopes. And oxytocin is a really important hormone. So
before we do get to go further, I realize I would like to say that this book club will be starting on Saturday, October 10th. It's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you live in Europe or in the Middle East, please check according to that time, because I'm not sure whether you have summer schedule or already into winter schedule. So you'll know exactly what time that will be for you. And let us know, and we'll be contacting you. So if you can message us back as soon as we post this, we'll put you on the list, and we'll email you the Zoom invite, because we're going to do this on Zoom in this process. So you'll get to do it either live, or we can then send you the recorded links, and we'll have it available in many different places.
And Elinor, I'd like to suggest that they go and take a look at the Heart Hug on the YouTube story. And because we're going to be starting and ending our hour of this book club with this heart hug that will bring us to a place of peace as we do this sharing. We're very excited. Join us.
Beyond belief. Welcome. Come join us. It's going to be something that you haven't ever experienced before, and share it. The only cost is your enthusiasm and your participation. That's pretty awesome. I love you, Linda.
Back to you. See you all in October.